Hi, I'm Chuck Gilmore with Power to Sing Live, number 22. Is it normal for my voice to get lighter and break as I sing higher? Looks like a lot of you from out of the U.S., and I appreciate you dialing in. So I received this question this week. Is it normal for my voice to go lighter and break as I sing higher? And my response was, yes, it's normal, but it's not right. So what I'm going to do is address this question, talk a little about it, and thanks, Noel. I'm going to talk a little about it, and then I'm going to address any questions you have. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this question, I don't think. And when we're done with addressing this question, then I'd like to do a question and answer. So if I'm singing from, so this is when I say it's normal. Is it normal to go lighter and then crack as you go up higher, as you sing higher? It's very normal. But it's not correct. And the reason why this happens is because the larynx is coming up. And or a second reason is because it's just a habit that singers get into, because they can feel something happening as they transition into their head voice. So there were singers like me. I would just stop and not go any higher. And the reason why we can't go higher is because there's something called a bridge or a Visaggio. It's a passageway from the lower voice, which is called chest voice, into the higher voice, which is called head voice. And this transition zone, it feels impossible. And so when I would sing it, if I said, ah, and I literally would not go any higher, because if I did, I would start, even on this E above middle C, ah, oftentimes it was flat and it was definitely strained. F was it was no man land for me. The forbidden zone, I wouldn't even sing that, because if I did, I'd had to say, ah, and I didn't try and yell it, because I just thought that sounded even worse. And so, from the standpoint, is it normal to break and go softer? Well, that's what a lot of us did, and that's what I used to do if I wanted to sing up high. I never did, because I thought that sounded really poor, and it wouldn't work on stage, right? Well, it's what I did a lot of musical theater was my thing, and so when I just stopped singing for a long time because I couldn't do it. Now, so why does it happen? Larynx coming up, and so that causes the strain, and if the larynx rises high enough, it pulls the vocal cords apart. They break, okay? And if it breaks and you try and come back down, that falsetto will not blend back in to chest voice. So you break on the way up and you break on the way back down if you want to get in the chest. If you don't get into chest, it sounds like this. If you're male, and even if you're female, I've heard plenty of ladies sing in the bottom where it should be chest voice. They're singing. So this is a condition that we don't want in our voices, especially when we're singing. So it's normal because we don't know how to negotiate the bridge or the Visaggio. So let's talk about this for a second. How do we keep the larynx from rising? There's a couple things we can do. First off, if you've never done this before, it virtually is impossible. In my mind, that's where my voice ended. I could not go any further than that. And so I didn't even consider the possibility that I didn't consider it was possible. And so to have someone tell me that it was possible, my thought was it's possible for someone who has a gift that you were born with, because that was the only way that I could imagine it. Well, let me show you one way to do this. if you listen carefully, you can hear it kind of balloon or open up as it goes above the soft palate and into my head. I'm not cracking and I'm not breaking into falsetto. First time I did that, I couldn't figure it out. I didn't know what it was. I knew I wasn't breaking, but I'd never felt that experience before without cracking or breaking or going exceptionally light. Now, I have had students who do that and still break, and that's because the larynx is still coming up. Oftentimes that exercise right there will be enough to get you into your head voice without disconnecting. If that disconnects, goo 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 goo. Now notice I didn't say goo 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 or goo 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 and break. I said goo 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 goo. Now it goes a little bit hooty. You can hear that woo woo woo. Goo 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 goo. I wasn't in falsetto. I didn't have to reconnect anything, and it didn't disconnect. Goo is a really great way to do it. Goo 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 goo. Now you're going to find as you're going through this is the middle C for the guys. For the ladies, it would be. Do we have any ladies with us today? For the ladies, it would be up here. The A. Let me see. I'll take you up to the A above middle C. Goo 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 goo. It has to start to go hooty. When you approach the A for the ladies or the E above middle C for the gentlemen, you're going to feel it want to tense up. You're going to feel it want to crack. And so a way to fight, to counteract that or to prevent that from happening is to go a little bit on the dopey side. Duh, duh, duh. You can feel the larynx drop when you say duh. Not just duh, but duh. If I add to the goo, 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 a little bit of that duh sound, goo, 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 it helps me stay on the hooty side. Goo, 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 goo. And so I kind of do that goo, goo with that kind of that dopey sound. Now, if I lose that dopey sound, it sounds like this. Goo, 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 goo. That's just raising the larynx. Goo, 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 goo. Goo, 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 goo. So that was the C sharp above high C. Now, that's the first step, is to establish the connection. It's not going to be big and powerful at first, but it will lead to, if you're connected, you can build on that. You can't build on falsetto, but you can build more power into a connected tone as you go into your head voice. So, I might say something like, nay, 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 nay. Go a little bit bratty. Nay, 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 nay. Take it easy. Nay, 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 nay. Nay, 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 nay. Nay, 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 nay. Now that's not a finished tone, but that's the high C connected. And so men or women, you can use that same thing to establish a connection from chest through the bridge into head voice without breaking, without cracking, without tense strain, without tensing or having strain. So this is the way you eliminate getting softer, you eliminate the cracking and breaking, and start building strength into it. Once you're able to establish the connection, now this may not all happen the first day. I wish it would happen the first day, but it just doesn't happen the first day. Eventually it's no, instead of nay, 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 no, 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 no. But now you see your brain, your nervous system has begun to accept that you can do this without cracking, breaking, or straining, and then you can start using that new belief and start applying it with other vowels and consonants. No, 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 no. So that's from C to C. That pretty much covers both men and women. And once you, if you could keep building on these, so that's how you start building that ability to go from chest through the bridge into the head voice and back down without cracking, breaking, or falling apart. All right, now, so that becomes the new normal, right? So then it's no longer normal to break or go soft as you go into from chest to head through the bridge, because now you know how to do it. But when you don't know, then it's pretty normal. Okay, so thanks for being with me today. Is there a question that I can answer? I'm just looking for John Paul. Yes, he says, I am here and thanks for answering my email question the other day. You are welcome. I'm glad that I could answer it. And I hope it was helpful. Altug Basran, I feel, he says, he asks, I feel an area of pitches from the D4 to the F sharp 4. Yeah, you can definitely feel that. It's a very different zone, and that is the first bridge of the male voice. Now, there are some who bridge earlier than this, and that's usually the basso profundas or the basso cantata, which I'm more of the basso cantata, and so I'm down here. This is the low E. The basso profundas can get, down, way down there, and they'll begin bridging an octave lower. Well, they'll begin bridging on the A below middle C. But for the most basses, baritones, and tenors, the E, F, and you start feeling it on the D. I know exactly what you mean. You're feeling the approach to the bridge. You're feeling the approach to the Visaggio. That's where the larynx starts to start coming up, and where the tension starts to come. So that's where you want to go to one of those exercises. See if you can get through there without it cracking, with less tension. Or the tongue trill. Or that goo. Goo, 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 goo. So it's very normal for all of us men at first, when we don't know what it is, that first bridge we feel at the D above middle C, you feel it at the E flat, and the E is really where the bridge begins. E, F, F sharp, and once you get through that, it starts getting, believe it or not, a little bit easier. I can't play the piano, how do I rehearse? This is a question from Eric. Managing Eric. You don't have to have a piano to rehearse, but it is very helpful if you can have some recording of some sort. Now, I have on my website, powertosing.com, let me just do a real quick look and see if I can get this for you. Hold on just a second here. I'm going to pull up powertosing.com, and I'll show you the website, and I'll show you how to get some exercises that are MP3 recordings that you can download to your phone or to your computer and practice with those. Now I'm going to transition to the website. Okay, so the exercises that you download are designed to address the problems in your voice. So if you're a full chest high larynx, the exercises are going to help you not be full chest high larynx. It'll help you get more into your mix. It's going to help you get through that bridge that we talked about today. Now, these exercises you don't have to have a piano for, because they'll play right on your computer, or you can put them on your cell phone and just practice with those. And it's a really great benefit. So you don't need to have a piano. Now, if you do have a keyboard, that's helpful, but I don't use a piano when I rehearse. I just use recordings, and that really works well. Now let me get back to other questions. Altug asked, transitioning to head voice with the oo vowel is easy, but it's hard with an ah vowel. How do you overcome it? Well, that's a great question. And there's several vowels that are harder than others. The reason why the oo is easier is because it's a closed vowel. Ooh, ooh. You can even see it's closed. Ooh. And ah is very open. There's more exposure to the hard palate. There's more exposure on ah. And so it makes it very difficult for that sound then to transfer up into your head. Now, I heard my grandson out there in the hallway. Hopefully it's not bothering you. If he comes in, I'll introduce you. So there's several vowels that are, E is a very closed vowel, and it's easier to sing. But ah and really tough. And there are others. So you have to begin with oo, and once you can do oo, then you progress to a little less narrow and a little more open vowel, and then you progress to a more open vowel. Let's say if you're on oo, you say oo, ooh. If you can do that, or say no, 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 no. Try this. No, 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 no. And if you get that, then you can go to na 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 na, or na na, and then na 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 na, and na 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 na. Now that's the progression. It takes a little while, but you can do it, and you can learn to. You're just learning a new balance, a new coordination, a new skill, and it just doesn't happen overnight, but it is possible. John Paul asks, is it normal that I sound like different people? I can get through my bridge now, but I seem to like to have different voices, even though I can blend back down into chest. Well, what we really are going for is to sound like us. That's what we want. And so when we're listening to other singers, we tend to imitate them, which is okay as long as they're singing correctly. Unfortunately, too often we're imitating bad singers. I mean, singers we like, and we like their music, we like their voices, but their technique may not help you. And so that's a little bit of a danger in imitating other singers if they're not, singing correctly. If they're pulling chest, then we imitate them pulling chest, and we're just going to reinforce bad habits. And so really you have to get your technique down. And the things that I'm teaching in Power to Sing will help immensely. I think ultimately good voice lessons are going to have a big impact on our ability to sound like ourselves and to sound like our best selves, like our very best. I get through my bridge, but now I seem to have a different voices, like though I can blend back down to the chest. Now remember, what you hear and what I hear, what you hear yourself doing. If you're up here, let's say I'm doing it on well, what you hear is different than what I hear. And And so I recommend that you record yourself and listen. And sometimes it's easier to hear what other people are hearing as you listen to a recording of yourself. But one reason why sometimes the voice tone or quality changes is because we're still getting used to going into our head voice. And the first step really is getting through there without breaking. Oh, oh. And once we can do that, now maybe at first we can't do it that good. Maybe we have to say, oh. Maybe we have to go a little bit lighter. That's okay. Eventually, you'll as you work your voice, you'll be able to develop the ability to sound for there to be less change. But let's face it, it's going to sound different. If I'm down here, and I'm up here, it's going to sound different. And if I'm up here halfway, or maybe here's the A above middle C, that's going to be different then. So just because it's in different places, it resonates down in our chest. It's going to set, the vocal cords are thick and fat, and short and fat, and up in their head voice they're thin. The vocal cords have thinned out, and the resonance is up here. We're hearing it differently. We're feeling it differently, and so it's going to sound different. But it should sound like you different, and not like another person, and that'll happen eventually. Altug says, sorry, I feel a difficulty in the area of the pitches from that. Okay, we already talked about that. Is it normal? Those pitches don't resonate. They sound muffled. It's likely if there's something like that happening in our voices as we sing higher, that we're adding something to it. So if I can't do it, I don't know how to do it, I might say, oh. So I might be trying to do something called couple or a cover. And eventually so that's something we don't want to do because we're manipulating, I know we're doing the dopey sound once in a while, but you discard that dopey sound as you get as you get the coordination, as you develop the ability to go through that. So at first, you may sound a little bratty or you may sound a little dopey, but you want to discontinue that as you get more and more comfortable going through the bridge. So if I said, no, 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 no. So I want to get more normal as I am able to. It takes a little while. When you first learn to walk, you can't go out and run a 100-yard dash. It takes a while in singing. It's just exactly the same thing. It takes time, and it takes coordination and developing new musculature, new feedback in your neurological feedback. It's just like learning anything new. I've been doing Stingo Rar. He says, I've been doing lip rolls, the goo and the nay for a while now, and have had some success, but I still can't achieve the same feeling in songs. Any tips? Well, the first thing I would say is do the lip roll in the song. So if I were singing, you see, yesterday, so I would put the bubble in the song. And if you can get it to connect and feel balanced and even, and then I would go back to the words and try and substitute them. Now, sometimes if that doesn't work, try a different one. Goo goo goo, goo 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 goo. Try goo, or no 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 no, or a mum. Mom, 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 mom. So try those different exercises and see if you can get it to hold. But if it doesn't hold, go back to the one that did hold until you get it more secure. Now, if you're able to do them on all the exercises, but then the words don't work, it's probably because a vowel is spreading. And we don't want to address that right now, but go to my powertosing.com, go to the Knowledge Center, search in the right-hand column, there's a Knowledge Center categories, and search vowels. And that will explain to you, you may have to modify a vowel and to make it easier for it to hold in your song. Sorry, I drew out the wrong question. This is John Paul. I'm saying I sound like I have two different voices. It may be, Jean Paul, that there's several reasons for sounding like you have two different voices. I would have to probably hear what you're doing to be able to tell you why. But you might be disconnecting in the falsetto. You might be, the larynx may be coming up. And all of a sudden you sound like this when you should be sounding like, so there's a number of different reasons. The larynx is rising, the larynx is down, the vocal cords are coming apart, we're doing it too loud, we're doing it too soft. There's a whole number of reasons. Usually it's because we're just not comfortable. We're not comfortable with going through that area yet. We still have some work to do on the basic exercises. Okay, so now, Push the Button has a question. I'd like to ask if there's anything I could do to improve or strengthen my voice after smoking for 15 years. I've not smoked for about 2 years. Good for you. Congratulations that you've stopped. Yes, all of the exercises that you'll find in powertosing.com will help you. It's just like going to the gym. You know, it's like let's say you've broken your leg or your arm or something, and now you've healed, and you go back in. It may be that they're a little weak at first. And so it's just like rehabilitating any other part of the body. I'm told that after about, I don't know, I think about 10 years, it's almost as if you've never smoked in terms of your lungs and so forth, and your body chemistry. With the vocal cords, sorry, I don't know the answer to how long they're going to feel more normal. But just the fact that you've stopped is going to make a huge difference. And because that smoke is like tanning leather, it just really really toughens up the vocal folds and other health issues. So congratulations, give yourself some time, and these exercises will definitely benefit you. So go to powertosing.com, go to the Knowledge Center. Well, first of all, you may want to watch this, replay this video when it's done. I talked about taking the vocal test and find out what your vocal type is, and then download the exercises for your vocal type. That's in the we covered that about 15 minutes ago. I'd recommend you listen to this and then do that, because those exercises will really benefit you. How do we sing the word I? Is that I on higher pitches? So I. If it's the word I, if I said, let's say my, because my and I are the same, right? My. Our tendency is to say my, to spread the vowel. Ma, and it splats and it cracks and it feels hard. So I like to think of it as well, let me give you a quick answer. Try it on Watch. My, UH. If I said but put the IE right on the very end of it. So you can hear it's the sound, but if you put the IE right on the end of it, it's gonna be a lot easier to sing. So I said, and I went up on the So try UH, see how that works. You can do it on my, anything that has that I sound, by. Ba, ba, bye, bug, bye. So I-E, U-H, and then the I-E right on the end. See if that helps. Okay. It looks like that's the end of the questions. Thanks for joining me. It's been great to see you. Thank you for being here. And I want to invite you to, if you haven't, to subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is Power to Sing. Come over to powertosing.com and become a subscriber. You'll get notified when we do different videos and I provide different information. All right, one last question. Is it true that the whistle register weakens your upper registers? Hugo, I don't know the answer to that. I don't know if it weakens the upper registers or not. But I've always wondered what the fascination is with whistle register. Because I've never heard anybody in a song, maybe Mariah Carey, and maybe there's some men who do it, I don't know, I haven't heard them. But personally, I never used it in a song, and I don't really teach my students. It's an interesting thing, but I don't know how useful it is day-to-day singing. So I really don't know the answer, sorry. Okay, thanks everybody, and go to powertosing.com, and so please join us in that on my website. Subscribe to Power to Sing on the YouTube channel, and so we can keep giving you out great information. You're going to find a wealth of information on powertosing.com, and I want to invite you to join us there and share this with a friend and tell everybody about us. So, hope this has been helpful. Thanks for joining. Until next time, I'm Chuck Gilmore with Power to Sing. You can sing higher with beauty, confidence, and power. I'll see you inside the next video or the next live broadcast. Thanks. Bye-bye.